I'll say, give me one moment. Let's see.
Or not, I guess.
But yeah, sorry. Sorry, I need to say. Sorry. See, just confirming something real quick.
Okay. Take your time.
start first?
We can start with David.
Okay. David, that okay with you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Which case? Hmm. Those actually playing?
You're training with Red.
Okay. Cool. All right, I'm ready whenever you are.
Yeah, we're ready. Go for it.
Okay. I'll say when we last left off, there was I'll say after a very diligent, hard fought battle against I'll say a incredibly powerful Charizard. Um, I'll say our aspiring Pokemon champion, Lattice, was brought into a hidden I'll say was brought into a hidden section of Stark Mountain where he came face to face with I'll say with a legend in his own right, the amazing Red. Elsewhere on Stark Mountain at a different time, Jay also Jay and his best friend and companion Harold managed to actually win win Harold's fated duel against what turned out to be a perfect foil, a arch rival to him. And at the end, when all was lost and when both were about to collapse, the power of friendship kept Harold on his feet. Whereas Sirfetch'd learned a very strong lesson, is that trying to do things by yourself, when you try to reach the top by yourself, you are the only one who will be there. Now, now having learned such a valuable lesson and agreeing to join the tutelage and mission of of um, Ranger, Ranger in Training J, as they proceed through the Stark Mountains in an attempt to stop his dark twin brother. And what sort of adventures will these two come across as they continue their adventure? We pick up with Lattice.
Dun-dun-dun.
Well, or at least we would if this thing actually shifted. There we go. All right. The Charizard will step to the side. Red will look at you, with piercing eyes, almost as if he's staring at your resolve.
I will perhaps not as steelily, but stare back with in fact resolve, given what I've just been through.
Must say. As he looks toward, I must say, as he looks towards you, I'll say, as he looks towards you, he will, I'll say, yeah, as he looks towards you, he will, kind of give a bit of a stare. Seems to be looking at your Pokemon. A intuition roll to know what is going on.
Wow, all them ones. I'm probably haggard from the last battle.
He looks at you a bit strange. As if he was waiting for your response, only to not get one.
And like with that, I will speak up then. Making it here wasn't exactly easy, and your Charizard has certainly showed me another league to which I didn't know existed. It must take a great dedication and apparently solitude uh, to find that kind of inner and outer strength.
He will smirk. I must say, what can only be described as a smirk will come across his face. Along with kind of staring at your Pokemon again. He will he will while looking seems to be eyeballing the looking a little worried, for lack of a better term, or questioning of Scizor and its current state. Seems to be questioning whether it can actually go.
So I do have some potions to um, keep to keep my team healthy. Is that your concern there?
You are gauging
There we
that the concern is whether you can still fight.
go. In that case, I will attend to Zor with a trigger potion.
These were the one who took like 15 injuries, hyperbolically speaking.
Um, yes, but unlike you, I can't really. That. I do not have your medical training.
You don't have bandages? I mean, it only removes one, but that's still something.
You apparently don't have any.
Okay.
So are you actively like searching through your backpack, seeing if you have the stuff?
Hang on, because we retconned this last time. Let me.
I'm not sure how fair Rick would be quite at this point.
Well, I mean, we did
I'm gonna say
last time, so
we are going based off the idea that you came out here with everything that you would have needed to survive on your own.
I will
That's what I was.
bandages and 9 poultices, which are basically bandages, but if you use them too much, your Pokemon hate you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like I don't have a.
And you can only put one on, per I think it's per day. So,
Yeah,
but that's still one injury removed.
Yeah, I'll use
Yeah.
bandage them.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with you guys like making sure that you left with everything that you needed for your trip, because it was implied that you did do that. Hence the reason why I don't really have a problem with it, because it was implied that you guys did everything you needed to do.
I'd say the exchange it did happen. It's just we're retconning, or adding on to what was exchanged. But since we
Yeah.
spirit of what was being exchanged, yeah.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
do one bandage is a standard action. You can do one bandage per Pokemon per day. So if you have
Yeah.
anybody else that needs them,
Like if you were doing something like oh hey, I ran out of, there's a difference between do you have it in the first place versus I had this amount that we agreed on and I ran out of it, so we don't say that you have more of them. So if you left with 10 and you've used all 10, you don't have more than 10. But if you're like, oh hey, I would have given them this before we left, then it's like, oh hey, I gave him paralyzed heal or something like that, then yeah, you have paralyzed heal sitting around.
yeah, so you should be good. Hopefully.
um I'll say, do you go ahead and fix him up, or
Yeah, I'll take a moment to fix up.
okay? As you are doing that, he will gesture at he will hold up 4 more pokeballs, as if he is gesturing for you to decide which one he picks.
Are they identical Pokeballs? Do they have any customizations to them?
No.
And you said 4?
He is holding up 4. You see, I'll say he is holding up 4. You see a total of 5. I'll say you see a total of 5. But that implies that he has 5 Pokemon. You are implying that, I'll say, heavily implying that, similar to Jay, at least one of his Pokemon does not go in a Pokeball.
Okay. Well, I'll point towards the third one.
Okay. Let us see which one that is. Okay. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. So you said you picked the third one?
Yep.
Okay. There we go.
Sounds like you got a great one.
All right. You got a fight on your hands. That's a good thing.
Oh no.
It's not a bad thing. It's like I said, it's testing your ability. Okay. So. What?
Just before it was for chumps. Here's the real test begins now.
Say technically, yep. All right. All right. There we go. All right. Battle. There we go. And dragon him onto the screen now. There we go. Hey, Hopper. Okay. He will casually click the Pokeball as it enlarges before he does a flick of his wrist, and with a curveball flare, the Pokeball will fly out in this unnecessarily cool manner
Yeah.
before landing. And landing in front of you.
Sure.
Is a Snorlax. Red will stare at you. He'll look at your entire team and kind of give you an impression of that's it. Seems to be implying where's the rest of your team.
Oh, he wants to fight the entirety of my team. Okay.
Well, he seems to be implying that you're going to need your entire team.
That'll be interesting.
You know they're badass because they have specially crafted sheets.
Mhm.
I made these sheets before I figured out how to do JSON. They've just been sitting there waiting for the day. All right. Whenever you are, I'll say, is this your squad?
Yep. I'm just knocking off another bandage. Potion for them to. Oh, okay, cool.
Add them to the mix. All right. All right, Snorlax. Let's go. What is your speed? All right. Fairly fast for Snorlax.
Is that not doing it right? That's
Was a noise?
Oh, I coughed. Sorry.
Oh, I thought it was Hopper.
Oh no. He is staring out the window. Okay.
okay. Maybe this was working.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Exciting world of Roll20 technical issues.
I was just,
Yeah, time to pull up Red Sheet.
It just says I win, right?
all the training classes. I believe the combat stage is reset at this point.
Yeah. Should have.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, so we've got all of the. All right, so everybody's good to go. All right. All right. To make this, I'll say, Red is going to make a gesture towards you. He is going to, his movement implies, his gesture implies that that typical league restrictions and trainer restrictions are not, are not here. He is implying, in order to make this a fair battle, you can command each of your Pokemon to attack.
Interesting. Understood.
He is greatly insinuating that you do not hold back. And if you do, it will be to your own detriment and peril.
Okay. Hmm. Let's see how this Snorlax take things.
All right. Top of the initiative. Grandmaster Red. The speed of 25. He will snap his finger. Lattice, you will be able to feel the aura come off of him as Snorlax comes awake, and through the closed slit of eyes, you will see this flash of red energy as if he's awake now.
That's impressive right there.
From what you can tell, he seems to have given some sort of sequence of compounded commands. You will see Snorlax's body seem to bulk up a bit as he seems incredibly coordinated now. Lattice, your turn.
Hey. Let's start off with a battery of things. Almost split off and use charge beam. Weevil, find something to hold your claws with. Prin plump. You use hydro pump. Shizor, take a moment to focus. Staravia, use double team. I myself will. Yep, that'll be. Cool.
Staravia.
Yeah. Actually, okay. So again, we will slide over here, activating double team.
Sounds good. Staravia blurring, I'm gonna say blurring out of existence to, I'm gonna say to create a series of mirror images of itself. All right. Weavile.
Okay, good thing there's a tree right here. Oh, I have done the ups for the home claw.
Scizor. Scizor is getting pumped up. I'll say Scizor is getting pumped up. Staravia is getting ready to dodge. I'm gonna say Weavile is honing its claws.
Yep. Doing some utility stuff.
I'm gonna switch to Snorlax sheet. All right. Okay. Snorlax is going to he's going to stand up, do a very large stretch and yawn that seems to vibrate the entire, I'll say the entirety of this cavern before he rolls up before he rolls up into a ball.
Oh,
All right, so Snorlax curls up into a ball.
okay. Okay.
All right, let's see.
Doing defensive. Unfortunately, you can't really seismic toss a Snorlax.
There's nothing saying you can't.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, technically you can according to the rules, but you know.
Junk. Ah. Ah, damn.
Okay. Charge beam hits the fat of its body and seems to fizzle out, almost as if insulated against the level of electricity used against him.
I do want to clarify. Did that actually hit and he's immune?
Oh no. Well, that's just a way of me saying that you miss because he's a stationary target.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Okay, cool. So no charge bonus for me.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm like his defense isn't going to be a 1.
No, I get that. It's like I realize what you probably were describing, but I just wanted to be sure because of how.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's
You know what? You know what I feel bad about? I don't think I gave a command to Torkoal. Fuck. So I'll struggle it is.
yeah. Torkoal.
Torkoal. Another 5. If you roll a 3 and one more time, roll 20, I'm going to start questioning things.
Yeah. Torkoal, using its fire starter ability, throwing a wave of fire towards it. The fire seems to also get singed and snuffed out by the bulk of this Snorlax.
Okay.
And plop.
Uh, watery noises, go! Oh, wow. That is a critical, which would mean something if he wasn't curled.
Okay, you hit with.
To push the roly-poly.
You do. Am I say you usually would? You do. Am I say he does not seem to budge?
Super massive.
No, he has he has an ability that keeps him from being pushed. I say cannot be pushed, cannot be shoved. Cannot be pushed, pulled, or shoved. Oh, I like that. Focus trainer. The move misses target's frequency is not spent. Okay. That was nice. You do hit with Hydro Pump. The deafening ability of it seems to be, I'll say, the deafening thud of this watery ability seems to be significantly dulled against its rubbery body. As not only does it not, I'll say, not only, I'll say, you are pretty sure it's a direct hit, but I'll say, but despite being a direct hit, not only was it not a direct hit, despite being a direct hit, the damage also seems to be lessened. almost as if he was ready to, almost as if he was capable of tanking this level of water. You see a mild bruise on it.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and mark off the HP for that. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and get a calculator for this. All right. Jeez. Christ, Snorlax is bulky as shit. All right. All right. Starting to feel like he has like the most HP out of every fucking Pokemon in the game. Wouldn't surprise me. All right.
I mean, very well may.
All right. Um. All right. See. All right. Red will. I'm about to say Red will wave his hand out towards the group. Okay. The Snorlax will seem to turn to look towards Scizor. Lattice.
Okay. Ooh, I love push abilities here. Okay. Okay, given how fate seems to have been operating with us, uh, um, Staravia, use Aerial Ace. Alma, stare with those big eyes of yours. I.e. Future Sight. Yeah. Does Snorlax appear to have anything like around its neck or a bangle? Is it quote unquote holding anything?
Um, Seems to be holding. I'm about to say, best you can tell, it's probably holding some food.
Uh,
Because the Snorlax and probably likes his food. Right.
okay. Weevil, use Night Slash.
Okay.
Okay. Prinplup, use a Metal Claw. Scizor, now that you're pumped up, use Iron Head. Oracle, sorry that I overlooked you last time. Let's see, given that people are going to be getting close for the moment. Use Fire Spin.
Yeah. Staravia.
Pretty. Ah, 7 will veer off after the early strike.
All right. Aerial Ace cannot miss. Okay.
Yep, I figured I
All
could
right.
5 roll 20.
There we go. No complaints there. All right. Aerial Ace will connect against the large mass that is Snorlax. As Aerial Ace connects and almost doing some damage, but for the most part seeming to bounce off of it like a large rubber ball. You did do damage. Not as much as you would have hoped. The moves that you're doing seem to be very powerful, and they are definitely strong. They do not seem to be having the full desired effect against this thing.
Gotcha.
Weavile.
Okay, goes in for a Night Slash, and then after the attack, backs up some. Let's go for the Night Slash. Also,
Nice. Okay. Okay. You have stolen a dry wafer.
driver. Cool.
That does hit. The claw jams it, and I'll say the claw itself jams into into him, but then is repelled. Min 1.
Yep.
Scizor.
Sure. So goes in for a Iron Head. Ah, son of a bitch.
Okay. Scizor goes in for an Iron Head and ends up hitting the softest, most repellent part of Snorlax's body. Bouncing off of it and tumbling across the ground.
Right.
Okay. Snorlax looking at not even so much looking at, but its body starts rolling around as it makes its way as as it starts rolling side to side, it will bounce 3 times. It will bounce 3 times in the air, shaking the ground almost like an earthquake, before its body almost seems to turn into what appears to be a sonic spin dash, and rolls towards and through the space where Scizor is, attempting to roll him over. Let's see. I believe it.
Flying thing.
It's a rock type attack, so it's not ground.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there was like a notation in the description or anything. Guess not. Okay, cool. For Shizor.
All right. Scizor is hit with rollout. They will. I'm gonna say. Did not crit, so that's good. You take. I'm gonna say. I believe rock type attacks aren't as effective against steel types. Let me check.
Resistance to. Okay. Damage.
Yeah, rock.
By rock.
Let's see. Rock type attacks are half as effective against steel types, but they're effective against bug types. You're you're bug and steel, right?
Yeah. I had
Okay.
a typing chart in the bio.
Okay, yeah. So normal damage. Okay.
Special abilities. I would like to use parry.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Okay. The Okay. I'll say as he misses. I'll say as he misses. Let's see. Where is that? Nope. 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 Oh, come the fuck on. There we go. All right. Okay. After I'm gonna say as he rolls through and misses with that, Scizor looks pretty content with having managed to dodge. Or did he?
Is there a smite?
There is not a smite. Slightly worse. I'm gonna say the ground that has been torn up. I'm gonna say the ground has been torn up has caused stealth rock around I'll say it's caused stealth rock around Scizor.
What'd that do?
Stealth rock. If a foe moves within 2 meters of the space occupied by the rocks, I'll say there are 4. Yeah. If a foe moves within 2 meters of the space occupied by the rocks, move at least one of the rocks to the defender and destroy the rocks. When that happens, stealth rock causes a foe to lose a tick of health.
Oh, fun.
So there are stealth rocks right there. There are stealth rocks right there. You can only beat them, I'll say. So if Scizor moves, he will get hit by a stealth rock. Anyone who gets within range of that will also get hit by a stealth rock.
Okay.
Upside, you do get to apply resistances.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know how the fuck. I actually feel that's kind of stupid. It's like, hey, you lose a tick of health, but you also get to apply resistances. I'm like, get to apply resistances to a tick of health. Okay, whatever. Alma.
Alma will move over here and stare at stare at Snorlax.
Okay. All right, Torkoal.
Torkoal!
All right. Fire spin. The fire spin will. I'm gonna say the fire spin. I'm gonna say the momentum that this Snorlax is causing from its rolling keeps the fire spin from catching.
Dick.
Misses.
Well, good thing I rolled in the range of this Metal Claw.
Nice.
Uh,
And that is sweet. So you get to raise your attack combat stage by 1.
yep.
All right. Okay. Renplup hits.
Oh, Flip. Okay. Another Duelist Mark, and that increases accuracy and evasion.
Oh, that would not say. And with that, cycle back around to Red, who will make another hand gesture toward. I'll say make another hand gesture, and we just don't. I'll say we just don't like. I'll say we just. I don't know what to say. We just don't like fucking Scizor, I guess. Lattice.
Okay. I don't remember whether the X items increase by 1 or 2. Open the book. Part of reading Rainbow. Dun, dun, dun. I do really like the art that the PTU book. Okay, it is by two. Okay, cool. What I will then. I'll get Weevil with a okay. I'll hit Scissor with a attack potion. Roll. Increased attack power. Increased attack potency. Okay. I'm gonna follow up with another charge beam. Uh, Weevil. Use Dark Pulse.
Okay. Oh, Dark Pulse. Forgot about that one.
Let's see if you can do some regal intimidation. Use growl. Do the best you can to avoid those rocks. See if you can get close and get a slash in there.
Okay.
Torkoal, once everyone's attacked and moved away, use Inferno.
Nice. All right. Staravia.
Or use Whirlwind.
All right.
Specifically, maneuver, but try to maneuver behind it and use Whirlwind on the tree.
Trying to knock the tree down on it.
That's what I'm going to try to do.
Okay.
Okay, this is Avia's turn. Ooh, I have the move. Your fly. Fly is 7. Okay. Might have to use it against this tree. See if we can have it go flying. Oh, hey. With it being a line attack, all hazards in the whirlwind are destroyed. So maybe, yeah, even with it being a line. Yeah, it's a line. Okay, cool, yeah. Awesome. Hopefully the tree will go flying. I have no idea how that's gonna work.
Whirlwind does connect. All targets are pushed X meters. X is 8 minus their weight class.
The weight class of a tree.
Okay. You hit. I'll say you do hit the tree, and the tree. You are set. All right. So you are throwing a tree into him. All right. I'll say. I will say throwing that tree. I'll say throwing that tree will connect. And are you trying to do damage with the tree, or are you trying to hinder it?
Is it still in a defensive curl?
Yes.
I'd like to see if the tree can knock it out of its defensive.
Okay. The tree will hit it. I'll say tree will hit it. I will say that it loses some of its movement.
Okay. How is the stealth rock affected by the whirlwind given hazard effect?
All hazards in the whirlwind are destroyed. That is correct. Yes, the stealth rock is gone then. Okay.
Teamwork.
Awesome. All right. Weavile.
Yeah. Fire.
Nice. That is a critical?
Yes, crits on 17 plus.
Yes. And flinches the target. Okay. Target is flinched. Damage. Let's see. All right. So, okay. All right. Dark Pulse will hit, and the ball. The ball of blubber that is Snorlax will kind of tremble a bit. Although the amount of damage done seems to be minimal. Min 1.
Okay. Sure, will fly in first.
He is flinched though.
Then fly away following the strike. Yoshizor.
All right. That will connect.
Actually, if it's melee pass, I do have to go there. Shunk.
Okay. All right, let's see. All right, that actually does something that looks like damage.
Oh, nice.
As slash leaves a visible wound on I'll say on Snorlax.
Okay. As Shizor has 2 more points of flight, can I have him fly like into the tree?
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, see if you can get him now. And Snorlax takes the tree and just bashes him with it.
Snorlax can't do anything because he is currently flinched.
Right.
But let's see.
Anti-flinch? The hell is that?
Say. Hold up. Okay. As he is flinched, one of his abilities activates. Some that you are familiar with.
Is it Pimp Hand?
Hmm?
Is it Pimp Hand?
No. Let's see. Okay. Stealth Rock will appear around. I'll say Stealth Rock will appear around Staravia.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Well, will well first you charge beam. Oh.
Charge beam will seemingly hit the. I'll say once again hit the blubber and fizzle out.
Okay. Then how about this?
That misses, but no.
How does Psychic work on the
Okay. Psychic does work. It does work. Not super effective, but it works, and it will hit. See. All right. That's seemingly dumb damage.
Nice. Now let's see if we can burn some of that fat away. Oh, dick.
The Inferno. Mase, the Inferno, despite Mase. Yeah, you didn't even make the AC, so technically I can't even say that hits. The Inferno does not Mase does not seem to work. Maybe he takes up too much space as the flames are trying to gather underneath him, but he's taking up too much space, and Torkoal is unable to properly adjust the Inferno for its size.
It's too fat for Inferno.
Okay, we can try again, Torkoal. It's okay.
Print plot.
Check your overland right quick. Your overland not listed. Um, moment has apparently been a sheet oversight.
Oh yes. By the way, while I'm waiting for that, I'll say Jay. I need you to give me a number between 1 and 3.
2.
Okay. I felt like that was going to happen anyway, so that kind of works out.
Overly what I was expecting. Okay. Move up to strike. Back away, or rather move up to growl, and then back away. Go growl!
All right. Printplop will growl to an undesired effect. Does not seem to be intimidated by said growl.
He's really large, that doesn't surprise me. Okay.
All right. I'll say so that Jay does not feel as if he is sitting on his hands the entire time. Do you mind if I switch over to him?
Go right ahead.
Okay.
We're just going to dedicate the session to the red fight and then do me next
Oh
time?
no.
How that would-
We I'll say the idea is that we kind of go back. Kind of go back and forth, ideally.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Which case? Let's see. All right. For I'm gonna say as Jay is wandering through. I'm gonna say as Jay and Sienna are wandering through the various areas of Stark Mountain. I must say, the travel is a bit treacherous, but you do manage to do pretty good with it regardless. You do, however, end up coming across what seems to be a I'll say you do seem to be coming across what appears to be this mysterious fog that overtakes. I'll say that overtakes the area that you're in.
Great. We entered the Silent Hills region from the Gen 2 beta. As we need to be extra careful climbing.
Actually, looking for where did it go? I fucking had it. Ah, God. I was looking for perfect music for this. God damn it.
Fantastic.
Okay. No, you're not gonna do this to me. Not today, Satan. Hold up.
Oh, it's going to do it, dude. X is going to give it to you.
See. Oh, okay. Come on, come on, come on.
Do, do. Okay,
Fuck it. Okay, I will find it later. Wait, what happened? Oh no, the map's here. I say the map wasn't the problem. It was the music that I downloaded that was like, oh yeah, nah, fuck you. You
not worried about the music.
Hmm?
I am not worried about the music if that's what's giving you problems.
Okay. Let's see. All right. I was mildly, but all right. There we go. All right. As you are overtaken by, I'll say, as this like fog seems to be just sitting in front of you, oddly enough, does not seem to be moving. It's, I'll say, it doesn't seem to be a rolling fog. It just kind of seems to be sitting there. Um,
Just for the sake of safety and awareness, as we are progressing, I'm just gonna have this running.
okay. Thought detection.
27-meter radius.
Okay. Cool. Okay. As you are meandering around, doing the thing, enjoying life. You do pick up, I'll say, you do seem to pick up several different, I'll say, you do seem to pick up several different things around you. And it's kind of just, I'll say, you can't tell exactly what it is. Some of them feel very familiar, even though you know that they shouldn't. I'll say some of the some of the things that you're picking. I'll say some of the things that you're picking up, or the sensations that you're picking up. The first one that you are noticing is I'll say the thoughts. I'll say you are hearing some. I'll say some familiar words that were told to you. I'll say some familiar words that were told to you before you left on your adventure. From your I'll say from your teacher Benjamin, and you can feel his presence almost as if he's next to you.
Interesting.
The thought I'll say these thoughts of his hopes and dreams for you to accomplish something seem to fade into the distance as you continue walking, unless you're just standing still.
No, he's still moving towards the goal.
Okay. In which case they seem to fade away into the distance.
That was weird.
As you continue walking, you can hear I'll say a few more things will I'll say a few more thoughts and everything will come around you as you can sense the thoughts of I'll say you can sense the thoughts and hearing several different voices seemingly whispering about how strange you are. Um, murmurs, I'll say murmurs of how you and your brother are going to be trouble.
Interesting.
A few people, must say, a few people. You can, must say, you can even sense their auras are around you. You do, must say, you can feel Sienna's hand gripping you. The fog thick enough to even if you look behind you, you can, must say, you can only seemingly see roughly about 3 to 5 inches in front of your face. At this point, at this point, it almost feels as if you are breathing in the fog is so dense. It's almost like you're breathing in the fog more than you're breathing in the air.
Oh, this isn't good.
Sienna seems to be trembling behind you. She will I'll say you can hear her ask, what's I'll say she's like, who are those people?
I'm not. I mean, I recognize some of the voices, but odds of those people being here are really low. So clearly, it's someone or something missing with our heads.
You will hear, I'll say you will hear very clearly over top of all of those things. Oh, we're not here to mess with your head, brother. This is he's gonna say this is where your journey ends.
Well, if that's the case, come out. And let's finish this.
I'll say you think that you think I'm actually going to show up right now? I'm busy. There are a lot of things around here, several things that can deal with you, and I will make sure that you never make it here. And that goes for your little friend too, and the little betrayer.
All right, we'll see you in a few then.
You just can't take anything seriously, can you?
No, I'm taking you very seriously. I'm just not going to be deterred by you, giving vague, threats. Not even a threat. That's just a vague insinuation that whatever the hell this is going to slow me down enough to let you do whatever you're doing.
Must be all that ranger training that keeps you. I'll say, it's the as you are walking, the presence almost feels as if it's walking next to you talking. All of this ranger training must be what helps you push through and make it through the struggle of life. Is this what helps you get by? Friends, companions.
Friends, companions, life experience, some luck.
Just what I thought. You think you're better than me.
No,
Oh, yes, you do.
different from you.
Well, if you're trying to stop me, that implies that you believe that what you follow is more important than what I follow. That means that you think you're better than me. That's what they told me. And that's what I am believing, because I can see you and your friends and the hope that you have and the people who you've gathered around you who love you and care about you and want to see you succeed. How come people cared about you succeeding? I'll say, they used to, I'll say, there was a point in time where we were together, where I'll say, where they didn't like either of us, but no, you had to go and become likable.
I'm not sure when either of us were unliked, but
Don't think I didn't hear them talking behind our backs about how strange we were. deep in their hearts, I knew that they hated us.
I mean, I guess that's an interpretation. That's not how I took it.
It is the only interpretation. It is the interpretation that I was brought to, the interpretation that, I'll say, that they told me. It let me hear their thoughts. It let me see inside their minds. And I could see how much they despised us, how they thought we were so strange. But you actually had to go and conform to their ways. You can hear him kind of like groaning and struggling against something. You became someone different. You became someone who was tolerable. You conformed to that which they wanted. I was strong enough. I decided to continue being me. And because of that, you were scared. You were scared, and you went and gathered as many friends as you could, as many Pokemon as you could, gaining your little friendships with each of them. And now you think that your power of friendship and woodland knowledge and your silly little berries are going to be enough to stop me and my grand plan.
I mean, they've worked pretty well so far.
Oh, they certainly did. But that is different. Now, I'm ready for you. If you happen to make it through here, and you can make it to where I am waiting for you, I have a surprise for you and the little traitor. You will hear, I'll say as his voice kind of fades out, all of the voices go silent. Can you make me an acrobatics roll since you do you have anything that prevents the equivalent of like or gives you like an equivalent of like blind sight?
No, that's what I was looking at. The closest I have is the thought detection thing I posted.
Okay. I need an acrobatics roll to see if you can refrain from falling as there is a sudden steep decline, as if you just stepped off of a stairwell that you didn't know that there was a stairs right there. Okay. You are able to do so. Let me check Sienna. See if she is able to not bust her ass. Can I get a roll from Harold as well?
Harold was riding shoulder. I don't know, but okay.
Okay. No, so he's riding shoulder. Never mind. Then don't worry about it.
Yeah, Harold normally rides shoulder.
Sienna will fall. You will.
I will use telekinetic to catch her.
Okay. You will use telekinetic to catch her. She will only fall about like 3 meters in front of you. You are able to plant your feet well enough with your hikering capabilities. You will notice that this was a fairly steep decline, and you would have slid down. You would have slid downwards. You're not exactly certain how far you would have slid, but you are able to grab her. You can feel that you grabbed a hold of her, although because she is that far in front of you, you can't see her.
And I'll use telekinetic to just bring her back to me.
Okay. She seems to be just clinging to you right now. It's like, I think I should have stayed with Lattice.
Certainly, we got better pictures, and based on this,
She's gonna look. She was like, "Are we gonna die here?
no,
You sure?"
pretty sure.
She's gonna look at you when you say "pretty sure."
I mean, nobody's 100% sure of anything, but I'm as sure as one can be that we will be safe.
I'm gonna say with that, she's gonna be like, And with that, you will and I'll say, do you want to attempt to like slowly make your way down this incline, or do you want to slide?
I'll use telekinetic so that we can do a controlled slide.
Okay. How fast do you want to go?
It's called a moderate jog.
Okay. Cool. In which case, you are able to make your way down the side of the. I'll say you're able to make your way down the side of this what appears to be a cliff face, and at the end, you will make footfall. I'm gonna say you will make footfall. I need a I'm gonna say either a focus roll or acrobatics as your feet slam into what feels to be old wood that seems to crack under the weight of your feet when you make contact. All right, because just show off. Okay. All right. And I'm gonna say, and she is holding on to you. You slid down. I'm gonna say you sliding down the. I'm gonna say sliding down that ledge. You seem to be at the. You seem to be at the start of a wooden. I'm gonna say rickety wooden bridge that you seemingly almost fell through. I'll say your foot goes through the bridge, but you are able to stop yourself. Just I'm gonna say just short of I'm gonna say just enough to have the old wooden plank underneath your feet just crack and break. And now you are able to I'm gonna say and now you can feel a rope bridge in front of you.
All right. Now comes the fun part.
It's the part where we go back and we let your brother finish his evil fiendish scheme.
At this point, in some ways, it's probably more dangerous to go back than it is to go forward.
um okay. As you are crossing the bridge, do you look down? Or are you just walking forward?
I'm
Okay.
just going to, head forward.
Okay. Are you going to advise her not to look down?
Oh. I want to advise her not to look down, but I also have enough experience to know if I do, advise her to look down. She's totally going to look down.
Julia.
You can roll command or charm if you want to like instruct her like what best to do. If you're good at either of those.
And or charm. As we are going, I will also like to use barrier to reinforce the particularly rickety portions that we come across.
Okay. Okay. As much as she wants to look down, she will take your advice and not look down.
And I'm maintaining a hold with telekinesis just in case somebody falls.
Okay.
That's our safety rope.
Okay. I'm gonna say using the abilities that you have and reinforcing things, you can feel. I'm gonna say as you are crossing this bridge, your mental fortitude is tested as you can feel the sensation, the intrusive thoughts begging you to look down. It's almost as if you can feel gravity specifically pulling on your eyes, trying to force you to look down. You can sense that it's a trap because there is a very negative, seems to be a bit of a negative, menacing aura permeating around this bridge. For lack of a better term, the aura equivalent of a dark side nexus. There's a lot of negative emotion surrounding this bridge. And it's almost as if they're calling to you to look down. You do feel, Masa, you do feel the ambient strife. Masa, the ambient strife and the pervasive sense of failure that trainers before you have dealt with when in this area is the best way that you can put it. You're not certain, but there's a prevailing sense that several trainers did not make it farther than this, and their resentment and their lost hopes and dreams seem to linger around here. It is almost overwhelming, but you and your resolve are able to make it. Are able to make it through. As you cross the bridge, the fog seems to. You seem to have finally penetrated the fog enough to be able to see this landmass. I'm gonna say this landmass, this section of mountaintops that all seem to be connected with various rickety wooden and rope bridges.
I feel like we've been here before.
Not this map, no.
It looks very similar to that one, Sky Island we did with the.
Oh yeah, that was. I'm gonna say that was actually a sky island. That was. Do I even have that map anymore? I do not believe I have that map still. Nope, I do not. Erase that map. Yep. And you guys were never going back to it. So yeah, it's gone. Yeah, no, this isn't a sky island. These are just various mountain peaks. And that seem to have been, as you are looking around, it seems to have been abandoned. Some people seem to used to have lived here.
Everybody get close. I don't know what Sienna's movement rate is, but I'll be matching my movement to that.
Okay. Are you walking off the bridge?
Yeah, walking towards that island there in front of us.
Okay. As you cross through this archway right here, as you cross through the archway right there, you will feel this wave of energy wash over your body.
Oh, that's weird.
It's as if something. It's as if something. While since you have your mind reading on, it feels as if something just read your mind as well. Right here in this, I'll say in this this almost ritualistic looking circle right here, in front of you, you will. I'll say you will see this like faint, this faint fog start to rise out of it. And in the middle of that fog, it will eventually leave. And this person will be standing in front of you.
Okay.
As he's kind of looking around, and he's going to be looking around like, well, interesting as this is, I'm not going to pretend that I see much value around. He's going to turn and look at you. Jay, is that you?
Apparition currently taking the form of my dad. Yes.
He's like, oh, he's gonna kind of like run up. He was like, oh, it's my boy. He's gonna kind of he's like feeling your face. he's like, are you real?
Yes.
Wow, that's that's incredible. Wow, you sure have grown in the it's been a while, hasn't it?
Yep.
How you doing? What you been up to?
Oh, I'm a
Sport?
becoming a ranger. Been doing all right.
Ah, okay. My boy, the ranger. Okay, wow. That's a credible gig. I'm proud of you. Good work. All right. He's gonna kind of like look behind you. He's like, oh, hey, it was a hey, Harry. Harold's gonna kind of like make a face. That's not his name, is it?
It's close. I mean, it's Harold, so
Mm.
historically, it's close enough to be a nickname. Yeah.
Okay. He was like, oh, okay, okay, and he's gonna kind of look behind at Sienna's like, just kind of like kind of peeking over your shoulder, just kind of like you can feel her clutching, like the way she's clutching at like the back of your jacket is almost like the size of your jacket is just shrunk a size because she's tightened it so much.
This is Sienna. She's a reporter that's taken an interest in following me around.
I regret everything. He's like, oh, okay. He's gonna be like, oh, you got yourself a cute one. All right. Hey, what? He's gonna kind of look around. He's like, hey, where's that? Wasn't there like another girl who was hanging around you, or something, or your brother? Did she leave you for him, or did she leave him for you?
Not sure what happened. Silent Ron's around here somewhere. I'm never sure where she's standing, but
Yeah. He's gonna look at her. He was like, so she's not the replacement?
no.
Ah. All right, good boy. He's gonna like pat you on the shoulder. He was like, all right, so what? Why are you here? I didn't think the ranger tests would bring you out here.
No, I'm looking for Raish.
Why? Wait, why would he be up here?
I have no bloody clue, but apparently he is. And he's gotten into trouble, and whatever trouble he's in, let him up here.
He's like, he was like, you kids always getting into trouble. God. Like, well, you know, you try to be the best parent that you can be. Couldn't be helped.
You did what you could.
Well, he's gonna like seemingly dust off his pants. He was like, "Well, it's nice to see." It was like, "It's nice to see that you're doing okay around here." Not exactly. He's gonna kind of have a look on his face. He was like, I know I was talking about here, but where is here?"
We're near the top of Mount
Stark.
Stark Mountain.
Yeah.
Say Coronet. I know that's not right. Near the top of Stark Mountain.
Oh, okay. Okay. He's like, huh. Okay. That's you can see that he looks a bit confused. He was like, how did I get here? What am I doing here? Um from what you can tell, based on your aura and everything, he's real.
As real as one
He,
can be when they're telepresencing a person.
um I'll say he seems to be made of, I'll say, at least from what you can tell, he definitely seems to be made of, he seems to have a physical form. He hasn't, I'll say, he has an aura. The aura is familiar. He's physically tangible.
Well, as long as you're here, maybe you can talk some sense into your boy.
Yes. I mean, if I could talk sense into any of you, you know, or if any of us could talk sense into any of us, you know, we'd probably be a far better family.
We weren't a terrible family, which is,
He's like, yeah, he was like, you know, but I could have done better.
you could have, but again, you did what you could, and you did what you thought was the correct way of handling it at the time.
He'll smile. He was like, you see, this is why he was like, this is why I always thought that, you know, despite being a weird kid, I always thought you had promise. You know, you always saw, I'll say, you always saw the best in, you always saw the best in people, and he's gonna, I'll say, to be honest, yeah, I did do what I did to, you know, provide, but he was like, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that stealing is wrong.
Well,
But
you learned the whole reason, the whole point of going to prison worked for you. Then you've been rehabilitated.
wait, I was in prison?
Yeah, you got caught and you were in prison.
How did I get out?
I have no idea. As far as I knew, you were still there, and then suddenly, smoke comes out of that thing over there, and here you are.
Huh.
And it didn't appear to be the normal theatrical smoke you use. So
He seems to be confused. You can tell by reading his mind, he legitimately does not seem to have much of a memory of, you don't know where his memory actually picks up, but I'll say most of his thoughts seem to kind of be similar to this mist, clouded and jumbled, but there seems to be a good year or two gap in his memory where he doesn't seem to remember what, fully be able to recall what happened or what's going on.
all right. Well, I'm going to keep going this way. You're free to stick with.
He's gonna be like, okay, that seems good to me. He's gonna look at Sienna and be like, he was like, would you like a hand? And she was like, no offense, no offense of ghost of I'm gonna say ghost of I'm gonna say ghost of Jay's dad, but he was like, I think I'm just gonna stick with this guy over here. She's gonna take a couple of pictures of him, check the photos to make sure he actually appears in them. And she's like, "Hey, this is a weird ghost, Jay. He actually showing up in the photos."
Okay, that is doubly weird. I don't know. I don't deal with this kind of stuff.
Okay. Now,
We do have a hard out around 10:30.
oh, no problem. I was actually going to get you to a certain point, and then we were going to stop because I also have a hard stop of roughly around like 10:15 ish. So
That's convenient. Yeah.
yeah. All right. Cool. So you got, I'll say, are you going to cross this bridge?
Once everybody's with me again, yeah.
Okay. Cool. As you approach,
Still terrible, or can we actually like see across the bridge?
oh, you can see everything. You just can't see anything down.
Okay.
If you looked at
Across, we can see. So yeah,
yeah, I'm gonna say
the larger island has the most crap on it. That's where I'd be heading.
yeah, I'm gonna say everything that you see on the map, you can see on the map. I'm gonna say so. There are two bridges. There's the bridge all the way over here to the left. You cannot see past where that bridge goes off into the distance. And then there's a bridge up here to the right that you cannot see off into the distance. And then there's the bridge that you came from. You cannot see past that.
Okay. Well, my high intuition stat plus air intuition says heading towards that pyramid-y, temple-y looking thing probably is the most likely source of information.
Oh, okay. As you are crossing the bridge right here, I need you to, I need you to make me a focus roll.
Focus for
Yeah. I'm gonna say focus as something. I'm gonna say as something is trying to bombard your head with, with psychic visions.
no actual focus. Then I can't sub intuition. All right, this is gonna suck.
Oof. Okay, that's not that bad.
In this man,
I must say, I was like, it's not that bad considering. Let's see.
1D, but it's still 1D.
Let's see. There's a lot of ones. Okay. I know, Hopper. Jesus Christ, these dice are not matching up to what's supposed to be going on. Okay. All right. I must say, can I get a focus roll from Harold as well?
Probably not gonna be much better, but sure.
Fairly certain he doesn't have at least 1D. Yeah, much better.
3D, so he's actually way ahead of me.
Yeah. Okay. You and Sienna seem to be getting, I'll say, as you are making your way over there, you are being bombarded mentally with a series of, I'll say, strange imagery. Seem to be getting bombarded with a series of strange imagery and something similar to the dark energy that you faced in the basement of that area. You can't seem to put it all together. If you do want to try to put it together, everyone's favorite skill that no one ever takes, occult. I know how much people love occult. I'm assuming that's a 1d6 thing for you.
Cult, yeah, I believe that's also a.
All right.
I double check. That's
Let's see.
Herald. Notes.
Your dad didn't fail the roll, so he can't roll for it.
Yep, one.
Okay.
5. Yeah.
That's not that bad. Sienna, who does have some level of occult. Not amazing, but okay. Oh, sorry. Forgot to switch the name. But yeah. All right. She's going to actually, because she's taken pictures of that before, that becomes a 14. Okay. Because she has it logged in her thing. So she at least recognizes part of it. She's going to look at you. She can see you kind of clutching your head as well and be like, did you see that?
See what?
The visions.
I failed the roll, so yes.
I'll say she's gonna be like, oh, okay, that did not feel good. She is going to look around and be like, there's something here.
I mean, we knew that.
Yeah, but like not good. There's a Pokemon here. Or I think it's a Pokemon, or a lot of Pokemon, or a lot of Pokemon turning into one Pokemon. I'm not certain. She's gonna be like, how familiar are you with the unknown?
About a 12.
She's gonna be like, I think this might have been a temple to them. Or maybe the
It was like a tourist trap, the ruins of, Alf or something.
possibly, but I mean, obviously something's up with this place. I mean, I'll say it's not uncommon for different civilizations to have built temples of worship to to the same type of Pokemon, especially something that seemed to be, especially a Pokemon that seemed to be specifically designed around a certain language.
Yeah, that's fair.
She's gonna be kind of looking around. She was like, it was like this does look like a former town. Maybe similar to something like Lattice, where his strange village that he talked about that was off in the middle of nowhere. Maybe this is a village that fell into ruin.
I believe that.
You see a lot of spots where there used to be, like, you can tell that there used to be something like houses, and this place seems to be operating off of is definitely some sort of ritualistic technology. I'll say you're unfamiliar with it, but it's definitely operating on some sort of technology. Um, think along the lines of the giant Pokeball that people, I'll say, if you remember from season 1, where they kind of stuck the key in order to make it do that Pokeball thing with the giant Alakazam and the giant Gengar.
Yeah, the Pokeopolis ruins.
Yeah, think along those lines.
All right. Well,
Um,
get more answers by going further in. So
you sure you don't have like some sort of ranger teleport thing?
no, I haven't figured out how to move between spaces, box or otherwise.
Hmm. Okay. She will follow you across the bridge.
All right.
All right, you can go ahead and move yourself. Once she gets off the, I'll say your dad seems to, light as a feather, seems to be able to cross the bridge with little to no effort.
Well, he's a phantom thief named after a flying type Pokemon, and he may or may not actually be there. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
And I'll say he's gonna kind of be watching you and looking at her. He was like, "You did pretty good right there. I thought you'd be a bit better at the footwork."
I mean, I can be better at the footwork. It just didn't seem to require fancy footwork.
But it requires telekinesis.
The telekinesis is to prevent people from falling.
He was like, "Oh yeah, always there to help everybody." And he's gonna think for a moment. He's like, "Wait a minute. How do I remember you have telekinesis?"
That's a very good question because I only got that last week.
He seems really confused. He was like, "Huh. You know what? Um, situational awareness. We're gonna worry about that. We're gonna worry about that later." Um, your thought detection is picking up. You still have that up, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Your thought detection is picking up hundreds of thoughts. Each of these thoughts seems to be only. It seems to be. It starts with like one, quickly doubles and then doubles and then doubles and then doubles. You are getting this amalgamation of thoughts, and each thought only seems to be one word. So you are now riddled with hundreds of thoughts, like hundreds of different minds, all of them thinking one particular word each. None of them seem to have the exact same thought, but each of them seem to keep thinking the exact same. Like it's like it's like everyone. Let's say you have 100 people, and they're all talking to you, but they're all only saying one word, and it's all a part of a sentence.
That's not going to be confusing at all.
Um, you can roll intuition to try to piece it together. Okay. How much time do you want to spend trying to piece this together?
Uh, maybe a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. Let's see. 1 second.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was just sitting there. I was like, what's up? Well then, all
All of all of these words feel as if they are simultaneously warnings and threats and cries for help. And as that is happening, I'm gonna say um, you will see the out of the mist. I'm gonna say out of the mist, there will come flying around these black swirling. I'll say these black swirling sigils that will start coalescing in this area, mixing in with the mist and a familiar darkness that you can feel. That's causing your sword, causing the your wooden hilt of a sword to vibrate.
okay. Okay. I have never seen that before. I'm familiar with the unknown, but
um, it is. Yeah, it seems to. I'll say it seems to be this. You are getting the sensation of the unknown. I'll say the unknown, but corrupted, and they seem to have been forcibly stuffed together in this amalgamation that and forcibly stuffed into this amalgamation, each unknown representing one word, but that is the reason why you seem to be hearing all of these different thoughts, because each of them is only capable of one particular word or thought, but when put together they usually form sentences or coherent things when you put them all together. But these seem to have been strung together through some sort of twisted artificial means. And I must say the intent directed towards you guys is not a friendly one.
fun.
He must say your dad's gonna look at you as like, this one of your friends?
Nope.
Hmm. You got Pokeballs? Can you catch it?
Maybe.
He's gonna kind of look it up and down. He was like, I think that would fetch a really good price. If you do catch that, do you think you could give your dad like a cut of the change for that? Asking for a friend.
I'll see
Uh,
what I can do.
Sienna's like, you can hear her behind you trying to scream, but it's caught in her throat. She's like, she's just like pointing. She's just pointing. She's like, why? Even Harold seems a little bit disturbed, but is holding his sword ready for a conflict. And with that, as this amalgamation continues its guttural, off-kilter speech, we will conclude that for the night.
All right. Awesome.
All right. See, there's stuff to do on your side of the mountain.
Oh, I knew there was going to be stuff to do on my side. I didn't realize a trip to Silent Hill was one of them, but
Snorlaxes are no joke.
joke. I own one. It's probably my strongest Pokemon.
And I was like, okay. Had to look through Red's Pokemon, and I was like, okay. I was like, based on Red's Pokemon, there are 4 main Pokemon that Red always has, and then the other 2 slots are up in the air based on, based on what you want it to be. Because Red always has Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise and Pikachu, and then the other 2 slots are pretty much just cycle outs. So you have found out that one of these cycled out Pokemon is a Snorlax. Because apparently there's a lot of Pokemon that apparently are associated with Red. Could be Snorlax, could be Pidgeotto, could be Lapras. Technically Jolteon for some reason. I don't know why you would have a Jolteon if you have a Pikachu, but okay. Basically the same damn thing. I don't think Jolteon really has any abilities or anything special that makes it too much different than a Pikachu or a Raichu. Besides Sand Attack, I think that's probably about the only thing that it would probably have. Actually, I feel like Pikachu probably has more abilities than. Actually, no. I think the only thing I can think of that Jolteon would probably have that Pikachu doesn't. I would assume that Jolteon would have something like a Thunder Fang.
I think Jolteon was, as I recall, more of a CQC electric type, whereas Pikachu's a ranged electric type.
Yeah, okay. So Volt Tackle, Thunder Fang, and it's probably one range thing is Thunderbolt and Thunder, and Shockwave, some paralysis bullshit. Not okay. But all right, we will continue next time. I feel next time we should probably pick up with Jay and then move back over to the Snorlax fight.
Good.
All right. In which case, thank you very much. Hopefully this is going very well for you guys. And I will... What the hell? All right. I will talk to you all a bit later.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Enjoy your night.
Will do. All right. Be safe, folks. All right. All right.